Hello lovely viewers, you're watching RassTv and we are here today to give you nothing but the best. I'm going to be hanging out with this young man. Trust me, this guy is just something else. He's a young shark. I don't want to talk too much about him. Just stay tuned. You have got no reason to forward this video. If not, you do yourself. Oh my brother, you go do yourself. We are going to be talking about the third edition of the Inspirational Poetry Show Plus album launch. It's not new to myself and you again. The main organizer and the one who is putting up this program is here with me today. I'm going to be interacting with him so that we see how things will go. Stay tuned. Hello Saani, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you too?
I'm fine. So how is the promo going and the responses?
So far so good. We are doing our best in publicizing the event, and then the responses are positive. So we believe that with the previous events that we've had, and our audience have some faith in us and believe that we can always deliver the best. So we hope to see them.
I think the last time I called you were talking about rehearsals. You were telling me that you were rehearsing somewhere.
Yes. We normally rehearse. We rehearse as planned. Okay. Normally, I creatively write down how the show has to move on. Okay, just like a movie. If they are shooting a movie from this scene to that scene, so I always write down those plans down. Then we execute. So for the rehearsals, each performer is already prepared, but he or she has to come and rehearse very well, and then so that he or she will not find any challenge on stage. Even if you find any challenge on stage, you have to be smart and then give out your best. Once an artist, you can just move even with freestyle. Yes.
Okay. And before we even go into that, I would like to know, who is Saani?
I.M Saani is an individual who is stubbornly focused. He's a poet who creatively weaves words to inspire, educate, entertain, and also combat injustice. So when I say I'm stubbornly focused, it means I'm hardworking, humble, and whatever I set to achieve, I always make sure that I think about the end, and that inspires me to move on. Yes.
Oh, great. Let's talk about your educational background. Where did you start schooling?
Okay, I started schooling at Nkoko. That's where I was born. So I came to Tamale 2005. Continue from SDA, main SDA, then where I continue from primary 5, that's basic 5, then basic 6 I went to Tiyumba. Yes, and so I completed Tiyumba up to JHS 3. Then I went to Ago State College for my SHS 1. Then I was transferred to TIMAS, the Real Amas. Yes, so I completed, I offered science, and then after my SHS I moved on to UDS Tamale campus, where I offered nutrition. Yeah.
So you're a nutrition?
I'm a nutritionist.
So how did this whole concept of poetry start? When did it start?
Okay. My journey of poetry started in May 2015. So in 2015, there was an issue about this hijab, whereby our sisters were being hindered from wearing their hijab. So it really bothered me a lot because I couldn't fathom why a Roman sister will be respected wearing a hijab, and then a Muslimah will be hindered. So I was thinking of writing an inspirational piece to share on Facebook to inspire the Muslimah, that's a Muslim woman, and even Christian women to wear the hijab. So I had to make my research, and then whilst doing that, an idea came to mind. Why not write in a form of poetry? And I had a science background. So, and luckily for me, my brother-in-law, who is a medical doctor and a poet, had a book. So I took his book and then read one or two of his poems, so that I would have a gist of what poetry was about. All I knew was poetry had to rhyme. So I started writing, and it was really a challenge. But because I had the passion, it's always easy when you have the passion to do something. Then I wrote my first poem. That was from there the passion started to ignite. So I think on that same day I wrote a second poem, which was Time, and up to date. So that's how the journey started. Yes.
Can I boldly say that you are self-taught?
Yes, because I write it for myself even before I read more. Yes, so it's a talent. You know, when you have talent and you are creative, you do things that even maybe someone has never done it before. Just like I'm sure there are great people like Albert Einstein and co, people who taught themselves. Not like it doesn't mean that they never learned anything, but there's some creativity in the way they think. Okay, when they are critical thinkers, they're able to do something that will make people wow, like people will be amazed. So I wouldn't really say I am a self-taught, but I think that our nature also teaches us. So once I'm being inspired by nature, by emotions, by anger, by whatever goes around in my surroundings, it gives me the zeal or the ability to be able to write them down, my feelings and other things and experiences. Yes.
Which was the first poem you went to the studio to actually record?
When I wrote my first poem, after writing it, I took the paper, started rehearsing. Then I took my phone and recorded it. And I sent it to very few people, and they loved it. I sent it to a poet. I think I'll mention his name later. Sent it to a poet, and then he loved. Said, "Good, keep on moving." So I used to record on my own. I had my PC whereby I played the instrumental and then used my phone to record, and then share. So it was recently that I started moving to the studios to record on my own. Yeah, I think.
What was the title? What was the title of that poem?
Yeah, the title of my first poem was Hijab, the Modest Muslima. That's the title. Hijab, the Modest Muslima.
I would like to hear just a few words of it.
Few lines, okay. Hijab is a veil not for fashion but passion. A veil veiled for a reason, not treason. In accordance to Allah's will she obeys. As a Muslimah, she will never hesitate to obey. I think that's okay. Thank you.
Where did this motivation come from? Inspirational poetry show. Where did you get that motivation from?
All right. That was in 2016. I think somewhere in November. Then I thought of an idea of bringing up a show, a poetry show. And then the next thing was to think of a better name that would suit it. So I thought of, and I'm the type who likes to inspire. So I thought of, it just came, tips. And I said, what does it mean? Then I try to. Sometimes I'm good at using those words like letters to join them and give meanings to it. So I said, okay, tips can mean the inspirational poetry show. Wow. Yes. So that's how it came about. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get inspired by other poets?
A lot. Because the thing is, poets are like farmers who are growing poetry. Okay. So once we are poets, we learn from each other. Okay. We get inspired because even you, the one writing the poem, you love your poem, you get inspired, and when you listen to another person's own, you have to be what? Inspired. You have to love it. Yeah.
Your first show, let's look at your first and the second. How was the turnout? Did you actually get what you wanted?
Right. When I was going to organize the first show, it wasn't easy. A lot of people did not believe, like they didn't believe I could make it. So anyone watching, whatever you believe you can achieve, go for it. So I wanted to organize the show, and then there was a lot of challenges. People were like, will this show be successful? Because truthfully, that was the first poetry show in the northern region, Tamale. Wow. Okay, so people were having doubts. It was like, people were saying, people don't have interest in poetry, so how do you bring
together?
How do you make it possible? And I said, I believe, because I always work on my concept and my content. So why am I bringing the event, the object? That is what inspires me to move on. So I believe that it will work. And we worked towards it, like plan of action, and it worked. And on that day, the place was full. UDS ICC. Those who were there are my witness. The place was full and others had to stand. Yes, it was a great success.
So the second one?
And the second one too was great. That was last year. We had it on 13th October. The first one was on 14th October. And you know, the first edition, we're having it on that night. There was supposed to be another show in Radach by a musician. And there was a downpour that night. And they canceled their event because of the rain. But ours moved on, you see. So last year we had it on 13th October. And then the same UDS ICC. and then the turnout was good. Yes, last year we had it with dinner. So it was the inspirational poetry show plus dinner. Yes, and it was great. It was great.
What are some of the challenges you face?
Financial challenges, and also getting people on board who are loyal is also a challenge, because if you want to achieve a dream, you have to get people who also believe in the same dream and are willing to work to achieve that goal. But when you get them along the line, they come to disappoint you, or in the long run they disappoint. It's painful, because it's like people don't see the efforts you are trying to make. They think you are trying to do it for yourself, but it's not so. Poetry has to go into people's hearts, and we have to grow it into their hearts. So if you are thinking that I.M Saani is doing this to gain fame, never. I don't like fame. If those who know me will realize that I'm not the type who wants fame.
Are you sure?
Seriously, I'm not influenced by fame. I am the way I am. So you see, it is not about fame, but it is about what is poetry. What do you want your audience to know about poetry? Why is it relevant? Because I will tell you that poetry is better than music, and there can never be music without poetry. Because you never see a musician having a song without repetition, rhythm, and then rhyme. Yes. So poetry came before music. Music was born out of poetry. So you see, so it's about also financial support. When it comes to sponsorship, people really don't want to sponsor because they are now up and coming. But they will sponsor.
When they invest in it, at the end of the day, it wouldn't go out well. Yes. They will not get.
That's what they think, but it's very wrong. They should try it and see. When you invest, at the end of the day, you are going to get the benefits. But it's like they always want to give the opportunity to those who have already made it. Also help those who are coming up. There is something unique. Yes, so people have to see that. So those are the challenges. Yeah.
Saani, how would you describe Gombila?
Gombila is a great guy. You know, he was my junior at TIMAS. Yeah, I was in Form 4, then he was, I think, Form 2. Yeah. So Gombila, one thing about Gombila is that there were times that he would come to assembly grounds and then read some inspirational messages he has written by himself to inspire us. So I think that was where it started. Gombila is doing well. He's investing in his talent, and then he's not just investing in his talent, but he's also growing the industry, the poetry industry. Yes, so as poets, we have to support each other. Gombila came to support on my show. His own money came from Accra support. So it's nice. He's setting the pace, and we all have to support and follow. It's not a competition. To me, poetry is not a competition until it's a slam poetry. So poetry is like all of us, let's come together. Just like want to build a house. You can't do it alone. You all come together and build it. So Gombila is a great guy. I love what he's doing, and you should keep it up. Yes.
Saani, can I boldly say that Gombila actually awoken all the talents?
Yes, at a point. Because if you realize, there were times that we knew of Chief Mumin and Co. were there. Yes. But Gombila had the passion, you see. And he had to work on his talent, okay? Like making of videos, being consistent, and all those things. All these things help. So at the point, I'll just tell you boldly that yes, he really inspired, not just awoken the poets, but he inspired them. There is someone who have the passion for poetry, but once you see Gombila posting his works, is getting the attention and all those things, it also inspires you that, man, the art is growing. People are getting to have interest in poetry. Yes. So Gombila is doing great.
So currently, how do you view the poetry fraternity in Ghana?
I think we are growing. Yes, and we can do better. And we need people to give us the listening ear. You know, mostly people don't really pay attention to lyrics. That is why any musician can come and blow with his beats. People, you know, the heart is being trapped by, let me say, beats. When you listen to the song, the beats will make you dance and all those things. It's about time we give attention to the lyrics. That's why old songs still reign, because of the lyrics. So we have to look at the lyrics, and that's our content. So that would help.
Yeah, so that was just by the way. The third edition of the Inspirational Poetry Show plus an album. Why did you decide to blend all these two?
Okay, this year is my 4th year in poetry. So I regard myself as a poetry student. So as a student, if you are in the university and you get your 4th year, it gets to a point whereby you have to submit your project work to your supervisors. So the audience are my supervisors, and I am the student of poetry, and I want to submit my project work to them. So the album launch is my first project, okay, and then it's made up of create all the pieces. You are going to love it. So it's a video and an audio album. You have 4 videos on the album, and then the rest are audios.
How many poems do you have on this album?
There are 11. Yeah.
So out of the 11, which one is your all-time favorite? When you're listening to it, you feel like, yes, it's really Saani who did this.
Yeah, one thing about me is I love all my poems. I love what I write. So to really say I love this more than this is like having 11 children and saying that I love this child more than the rest. I love all the pieces. Yes.
No, but you just have one. When you are walking and you listen to it, you are like, no, you want to still stop.
Okay. Yeah. It's true. Even parents have their favorites. Exactly. Yes.
Exactly.
So my favorite is Shakespeare, and then Saraunia, Go For It, A Donation, Frustrated Graduates, and then Inspired to Depress Depression. Yes.
Saani, you see the title Shakespeare, when I saw it I was wondering, is Saani trying to play with our intelligence or something? Why did you decide to name it Shakespeare?
Yes. So Shakespeare is coined from the words shake, which means scholar, and then spear refers to the long shaft, okay, the weapon. You know, a spear is sharper than the gun. So when you want to target something, okay, when you want to achieve something, you use the spear. Okay, so the shake refers to the scholar, and then the spear in this sense refers to my words. So if I want my words to inspire, I am targeting with the spear. Okay, so Shakespeare is a shake. Okay, Shakespeare is a scholar whose words gives hope. Okay, a throne in your heart. Okay. So it's like if I want to inspire people, okay, if someone is depressed, I have to inspire them. How do I inspire them? I have to inspire them in a way that at the end of the day, their mood will change. They will be happy, okay? So it's like if you want to throw a spear to gauge something, okay, it's a target. Yeah, it doesn't have to, if it has to go straight, it has to go straight. It doesn't have to bend. So Shakespeare is a collection of those pieces which gives hope, which talks about domestic violence, which inspires, which combats injustice, and a lot more. Everyone must get a copy.
Yeah, you know, the guy, he's speaking in the poetry sense. Some of us masters, we don't really understand anything like that too. Yeah, but when I saw the flyer, there was a donation, and I was wondering, like, what's that?
What is the essence of education on a nation that delivers no occupation to its population? When education is sacrificed as investment and only to realize corruption attains attention. Corruption is a canker to our elevation, and bribery has become our degradation. So a donation is from the word, it's not a word, okay? I joined the word education and the nation. So a nation talks about the fate of education on a nation. Yes.
This is fantastic. I love it. You know, I like poetry. I tried it, but you know, it didn't work out with me. Yeah. So on that day, that's 26th.
Yes.
Apart from Saani, who else is passing through?
All right. So this year's edition promises to be unique. Okay. This is the 3rd time, or the 3rd edition, and it's going to be unique. So we're going to have poets from the south and then the north. Okay. So poets like the king of the Edinburgh Poetry Show, that's Moment the Wordsmith, will be coming. Nesungumo will be coming. Bin Abbas Faisal will be coming. And then we have from our north, we have Hanan Confidence. I guess you know him well. Hanan Confidence will be there. Bluebird will be there. Fatima, that's Gifted Tima. Yeah, she will be there performing. And then we have Nifty Mind. We have Diane. Great performers. You know, I don't just bring any performer, but performers who have the great content and then the great delivery. So it's well planned. And then, you know, normally when there's an event, there will be a theme. But our events, you not see a theme, because when it comes to poetry, every poet's performer has a theme. Okay, so a poet will come and be performing on unity. A poet will come and his poem is centered on maybe marriage, on love, maybe domestic violence, politics, a lot of things. So that's the uniqueness. So once the audience come, they will see that, wow, this poet, she's unique. She's talking about this or that, so on.
Apart from the performance, what else is going to be there that day?
Okay, the performances will be spoken word performances, comedy by Chan Shenjin. Yes, and then we'll have a drama, okay? That's the stage play. So those are the performances we're going to have, then plus the album launch. Yes. So it's going to be great. I promise you.
You know, somebody like Saani, he's my senior. And I know what he's capable of doing, because when he started, I started following him and I was like, okay, now if people from our end have started poetry, then they can push the younger ones. So what is your mission? Which plans do you have to still push this thing forward?
Yes, the plan is we have to be united. We want the poets in the north to be united, because I always say it everywhere I go that in the north we have great talents. We have great talents, but most of them don't, let me say, believe in themselves. So it's about we coming together, forming a solid team. That way we'll be able to sell poetry from where we are, so that more people would appreciate it. So my aim is that we come together as poets, then we achieve a common goal. That is, poetry is like a plant. If you plant it and leave it and we don't water it, it will die. So we have to come together. So the aim is that. So we see that there are artists who are not really known, but when you come and you listen to their words, you see that, wow, these people are there. Yes.
Saani, who are your target audience?
Majority are students, but I'm targeting everyone, because if I'm to inspire, should I only inspire students or the younger ones? What about the older ones? So we just say, like, in short, everyone. Because there's someone who might be there, has this problem. Poets are like doctors. I believe in the power of voice. I believe in the power of voice. So if my poem is only targeted to just one particular person, what about the other person? So our main audience are like students, but we want everyone to be on board. Even if you speak Dagbanli, you come and then you have someone who will be performing, you understand. Okay. Good.
Saani, our people, have they actually accepted your work very well? Because we students, we know what you guys do and we listen to you, we follow you guys. Our local people, the people of Tamale, apart from students, have they actually accepted your work very well?
Yes, people have accepted my work and are accepting. Okay, so it's about time we prove to them that they have to support us more. Okay, and the people of Tamale too, they are supporting. Yes, so poetry too, we have to do it in a way whereby we do it in a local way. Okay, I have a poem whereby I speak Dagbani and other languages. So when they also come, they'll be able to have a feel of what it is. So far so good. The responses are positive from all sides, students and then the people of Tamale, and I am grateful to everyone.
Saani, I want us to talk about the industry, the northern industry. Yeah, have they actually given you an attention? Because I can see that this our industry, like, we are focused on the music, you know, and just a few are talking about our movies. I don't see them talk about our poets. Have you actually approached some of the industry players? Because mostly I don't hear them play your stuff on radio. What's wrong?
Yeah, playing it on radio, maybe I have to make the step to them. Yeah, but no, I don't blame them. But if they are doing their best, I think, like some of the radio stations, when it comes to this show, some of them help us in publicizing it, like previously. So it's about time we will go to them and then see. We haven't really made the effort, like play our poems like you also play the music. It's about time. We'll see them. We'll make an effort and look into that. Yes. I will be grateful if they give us the opportunity. Yes. Yes, if they support us.
I know. Some presenters will be willing to help because these are talents that we need to actually help,
Yes.
and it's our responsibility to also unearth some of them, because a lot of people, they have it, they have that passion to do it, but someone who will just assist and tell the person, oh, follow this, and then the person will be able to. Yeah. So Saani, advance tickets, where can we get?
Yeah, now we don't want our audience to suffer in getting tickets, so all they need to do is just contact my number. Wherever they are, the tickets will be delivered to them. Yes,
Anywhere you are.
Anywhere you are. It will be, so if you are far, we can say, okay, let's meet in town and we give it to you, or you can even come at the gates. You get tickets on the day of the show.
So how much is it?
Our tickets goes for 20 cedis.
20 cedis.
Yes, it's
20 cedis per.
It's cool, isn't it cool? Because it's not easy organizing an event, venue, and other things. At the end, you even sometimes run at a loss. So it's not about the money; it's about the quality of what we are going to give them. So you will love the show to a point that you have to go out and pay for tickets again and come back. Yes, because it will be like you've cheated us, and we have given you more. 054 2044 890. So they can call or WhatsApp. It will be delivered to them fast. We've been doing that. Yes.
So on the 26th, right?
Yes, 26th. That's Thursday. This Thursday at Picorna Hotel, 7:30 p.m. sharp. The event is going to start. We're going to have red carpet, which is from 6:30 to 7:30. We want the show to start at 7:30. Please, let's do our best and come even before the 7:30 to be seated so that we can start. Because it's like one of our attitudes, we don't come early. At the end of the day, we blame the event organizers. So you see, so let's do our best to come early, and then we start by 7:30. By 9:30 p.m. it's a 2-hour exhilarating show of exhilarating performance. It's 2 hours. An event doesn't have to be more than that. Yes. So they are going to love it from start to finish.
Yes. When we started the interview, we've just been speaking English, so I want us to speak the dialect.
Okay.
Yeah. So Saani, I show woman the Simpson Achikati to women asam dama upon tulma trapunya woman. The Simpson the Kuyiro Kunku Kachi, Dumba and Mazan. So the Simpson Achikata Baya, nothing worry, Balan Tulishema, the Vin Welmakati, Jinka, that to be Chanvin Yang, and those old chat.
Yalmani wanna to shows when I to plan a level and got to a point in Yalkama to be disappointed. So the two kana in your surprises. To yell like this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Like to plan a level and Bammi. Bang shows previously, but me been shouting and totaba. So the tone of mal be iman to zo because la delma la young Matian performing the veil and cover yurlum into poetry. Now then in ya to a tamel say.
La you to a tamel so man, had the tuni Pumpontapan the za. Domi lana madam la banin yeri to ashan sonokuto yele. Bien la ye to amazan non bin yenga puni ka wumle ka bangna kamani ye to akab yeroma ami be pamvin yelanga ana akutori nyede ni ne simpam to manye ka ye to agbakaram male ya garti yilama domi yilama bo ko yille me katinya to ama ban yen la ye to ama ka wumle ka bangna kamande ntia ye to akab siriel non bongo ma fun de simsan ti yina tataf somba ka yilama konkondinya ka show bien ka ta dachan de simsan tanati za yina tamma bihim bala ka non dalala bongo ma nti ala yi to atamel so man da ko kpɔlum biɛla ka tele bin wa ne be bota bodo ko chang ven yanga ta ma ni mo non de chang on non de durame de simsin ara kpalin yanga ko kpang ma sa ma era ko pa 6:30 hal anab da advance ticket kpang man kara pana kona dundong mane tickets mara beni mano ko haraka dele ka pena tijini ni nirba ni yang wo bang sim sham ka yir jamma ko 6:30 ka ku kana nti adan de ma ka anya alamishi dalen da bala alamishi dale min te petera ku ya kurga yobo ne ku pu ha jangal na ge yin pa man ka gu kana pikona nti nye ben shashe din yen no Saani an san akpelen pa yito
impor la so kamza ban lere te video ya ban lere RassTv te pa ya pam na on song te za na on te za lara ka de tune te kana da butune to mesele da jin kaso kana tiyala na show ma chanve langa ka mesele ituna kana chatu panta man kana so mpor so kamza bambe tamale na ontem to sudo kachaka go elevated to ranks, yes, because north una tenan unique gar other regions ma, it's a fact. Yeah.
Sani enta makabwa ndebo na akuche katenya nyompolo na mabanda na yeto atamesema ni tutudona kama iron lead by mawula ka anyele.
Can you translate?
Kama I'm talking about the south and then the north here. Like doing just a quick comparison between the two.
So yalman leona man yarmi sepul kamza ni nenchan kama ya north mo tumal talents, unique talents. Bama bombo bunsha bombo nyala hard work. Amal talent ka banan da hard work. So nan hard work ka fano talent ka kana ta pasa. Amma yalman leona tanan bambe north wa maya. So gar bambe south ma dan kana poetry. Man believer bunsha ni yara because near talents ma. Bomba bunto kana katin have slam between the north and the south. Katuba kama den kana poetry. Tumal bang sumpam.
Slam champion in Yarama. Ncha lala bunma ncha nyinda kwa dashi.
Yeah, Halakasa slam champion 2017 bala 16th September 2017. So the Daniela competition is challenge. It's a national competition. Kabakana tamale somewhere me kata havele. So tenanle in tamale ma kana first. So slam the nyala 3 minutes performance, 3 rounds. So at the end ma ka judges ma nyala audience ma bien pick a cast. So at the end first 3 ka bien choosing. So ben nai ma ka bachang upper west and upper east. So ben lam first 3 from each regions ma katalang 9 katalang meet 16 September katalang have la competition ma. So kan lang winning. Yes, so la competition ma the opportunity can chang an international slam in Ivory Coast to represent Ghana. That was last year, yeah, 4th to 7th April last year. Yes, so it's a great.
It's a great achievement.
Yes, it's a great achievement. Yes.
You have got no option than to miss this particular show. I'm personally going to be there, and I will come early because I know what Saani is capable of doing. Likewise, the other boys, and they can do what is expected of them, and then they will always do their best to make us happy. So try as much as possible. Don't sit in the house and wait for somebody to come and tell you what actually happened there. So try as much as possible. If you haven't bought the ticket, don't worry. When you come to the gate, you can still buy it. I want to stand here and thank all our viewers. And we still need more subscribers because those who are watching our videos, we are really grateful, and the comments are coming. Yes, they should keep criticizing us. That is what we want, so that always we give them nothing but the best. I want to say shout outs to Dosa Rush and to all the other poets in Northern Ghana. So Saani, say hi to us.
Yeah, hi to everyone in Tamale, and then my performers. Yes, we are the audience are waiting for you to give them the best, and I trust you guys. Yes.
So Saani, thanks so much for passing through.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Keep watching RassTv and don't forget to subscribe. Bless up.